Alright, how you doing, lawn amateurs? So I'm shooting this video. I actually thought I was shooting already, but I wasn't. The phone turned itself off. So the only thing you missed here was me just going along this fence over here and just breaking up the soil with my garden tiller, the manual tiller, and basically using my garden rake to smooth it back over. If you've seen my previous video, you knew I wanted to reseed that area because I didn't like the way it was coming in. It was either coming in very lightly or it wasn't coming in at all. So actually it was like, let me just go ahead and throw down some more seed and redo that area. As you can see, this is side number 1. I'm 2 weeks into this lawn renovation, and basically I'm gonna throw down some more seeds in these basically these little dead areas, or these little thin areas. That's expected during a lawn renovation. You're not going to get 100% seed germination on the first go around. Some people actually choose to throw down seeds maybe 1 or 2 weeks into the lawn renovation. So this is my second week, so I'm gonna actually just throw in some more seed and topsoil in these areas, basically top dress the dead areas, and basically that's pretty much it. I'll show you the product I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna actually explain another product to you shortly. Alright, so if you can see, this is very sunny outside today, but if you can see, this is the topsoil I'm gonna use. It's a lot better than that previous soil that I purchased to do the lawn renovation. This one is actually supposed to be like a soil conditioner, as you can see, and it adds organic matter to the soil, which I think my soil actually needs over there, because it's just it's not doing too well. So I'm gonna mix in this new topsoil on top of it, plus I'm gonna add a little bit of this black cow into the soil also. This is cow manure. I'll give a further in-depth basically explanation and detail of this cow manure here, and then what it actually does to the soil. As you can see, it has 0.5 of basically fertilizer and stuff in it already, so I'll go over that a little bit later after I finish, when I'm ready to use it. But right now I just want to lay this topsoil down. It's very sunny out here, so phone is having a hard time of focusing. But these thin areas, don't think that grass is not growing in these areas. Grass is growing in the areas, it's just very thin. Some grass come up earlier than others. Some grass germinates faster than others, and some is like basically slow learners, or whatever you want to call it. But see, it's soil. See, it is seeds germinating in there. But I'm gonna actually throw down some more seeds and help thicken it out. So that's the plan for today. As you can see, you have some weeds germinating also. That's expected. But that's pretty much it. This is side number 1. Side number 2 is actually a lot better than side number 1, but it still needs a lot of help. And that's expected, because we're 2 weeks into this lawn renovation. So let's get to work. So as you can see, I finished spreading it out. Finished spreading the topsoil out the best I can do, the best of my abilities right now. I'm gonna go over it again, but that's when I spread down the black cow. Now, as you can see, I do have some rocks over here. Don't worry about the rocks, these little rocks like bunching up and being in the soil. If you want, you can pick them out, but it won't harm anything, as long as they're not bunched up where creating like a big rock area or whatever. So now I'm gonna spread down the black cow. Now you're wondering why I'm using the black cow. The reason why I'm gonna use this black cow is because as you can see, it's giving me 0.5 of nitrogen, 0.5 of phosphorus, and 0.5 of potassium. Now you're probably wondering, hey, why would you use that instead of using the starter fertilizer? Well, remember when I first did the lawn renovation, I used starter fertilizer already, so there's starter fertilizer in this soil already. So I didn't want to double down and use more starter fertilizer. So instead of using and probably overdoing it with the starter fertilizer, because you know those numbers are pretty high. I think I used the 18, 24, and 6. So you know, you didn't want to overdo it with that starter fertilizer. So I'm going to use the black cow manure. It's going to give me the 0.5 of each, so it's not going to do that, you know, it's not going to be overdoing it, but it is going to help the seeds germinate, and basically, and it's going to help richen out the soil, so, and help keeping it moist. So it's a great alternative to if you're planting seeds and you don't really want to use a starter fertilizer, and but you want to help out your soil. So now, as you can see, I'm doing this area also, right? But I'm gonna do the edge part of my soil also. And remember, dug it out. I'm gonna add some cow manure in there, richen out this soil, and then I'm gonna replant some seeds. I also have a trick that I'm gonna show you guys also when you're planting your seeds. So, you know, basically I'm not gonna have like an episode like I had that other night when I had the washout. So you stay tuned for that. But now let's get down to spreading out this cow manure. So as you can see, I finished spreading out the cow manure here on this area that I'm going to reseed. I just wanted to show you real quick how it looked, and see now it was actually easy spread. It was very good. It was basically very good manure there. As you see, the bugs are coming over here now because it's manure, but as you can see, it made the dirt made the dirt a lot richer. So now I'm gonna reseed this area here. Excuse the noise in the background. I'm gonna reseed this area here. I just wanted to show you how I look up close. Sorry about that sun once again. It's very sunny today, but this area is actually ready to be reseeded. Now I'm gonna spread my seed here. This is the leftover seed that I had left over from the first seeding. This is the turf type tall fescue. Got this at my local lawn and garden shop. 25-pound bag. Still got quite a few in the bottom there. Remember, I put the rest in my my Home Depot bucket there, filled it all the way up. So now I'm just gonna spread the seed out, but I'm just gonna spread it by hand, and I'm pretty much just gonna throw it a bunch down. There's nothing wrong with it. The more the better. So let's just get this thing going here. So as you can see, I finished seeding this whole area over here. Covered it up with about a ½ inch of soil. But as you can see, I laid down the seed very thick. There's nothing wrong with that once again. And this is what you want to do. You want to have your seed laid down like this, so basically, because you'll get some that'll germinate faster than others, some won't germinate, and you'll lose some to the birds. So I'm not gonna peat moss it this time. I didn't get any more peat moss, but this should do it. And now only thing left to do is seed the edge here, and then I'll be all set for the day. But once again, just take a look at that. You want to make sure after you're seeding, you're going to be watering very, very heavily every day. Maybe 2 or 3 times a day. You want to have keep your soil moist here. And as you can see, when you use the peat moss, you don't really have to water as frequent. You want to water it every day, but the peat moss also helps keep it moist. But since I'm not using peat moss this time, I'm just gonna water it, probably gonna water it at least 3 times a day. So let's do the edges and let's get out of here. Stay tuned.